Hi, my name is Janeffa Perkins, and I am a health coach, and I help professional women of color who are struggling with chronic illness and burnout. I help them to recover from burnout, to reclaim their lives with positivity and joy. And so I decided that I wanted to do this impromptu video as as a message of encouragement for all my women, especially my women who are in healthcare careers, who are in nursing, in occupational therapy, in physical therapy, all the healthcare professions, and who are really struggling right now. And you may not have a chronic illness and you may be dealing with burnout. I speak a lot from the perspective of chronic illness because I battle with chronic illness. I battle with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. And so even before COVID, right, I was struggling my brains out and definitely was in severe burnout and was questioning myself all the time, feeling like I'm not doing good enough. Am I really showing up for my patients? And even though no one ever complained, many times my patients had nothing but good things to say. But I would question myself because I was struggling my brains out. So if you are a professional woman of color dealing with burnout, or just a professional woman, period, and you're dealing with burnout, I can imagine, I'm not going to sit here and say I know exactly what you're going through, but I can empathize. My heart goes out to you about the struggle, especially now with COVID. But to add on top of it, having a chronic illness and dealing with COVID, my heart goes out to you. And I can only imagine the frustration and the fear and just all the negative emotions that you may be dealing with. And so I just want to let you know that I appreciate your struggle. Forgive me for getting a little emotional. Um, I was just going through, I had a meeting um, with a company that I respect and look forward to working with. And before that meeting, I was just in a negative headspace and was really striving to elevate. And as a health coach, I'm constantly talking about how to I always talk about using two tools. And I'm going to talk about this till the cows come home, of feeling first, feeling your feelings, letting whatever emotions you're feeling not be a problem. But sometimes that's a little uh easier said than done, because we feel like, and in my case, I got to get my head in the game. I have this meeting. Come on, Janeffa, get it together. Get it together. But I'm just not getting it together. And the reason why I wasn't getting it together was because I was avoiding feeling my feelings. I did not want to cry. I did not want to feel them. I just wanted to will myself to get past it and just be ready for this meeting. But I finally was like, come on, girl, you know what to do. You got to let yourself feel it. And so I breathed through it, breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth, breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth. Something I used to do with my patients all the time. Hence why, and this is when I say deal with my patients all the time, that's when I was an occupational therapy clinician. But now as a coach, same thing. And I had to let myself feel my emotions. And I had to let myself cry. And let myself feel my frustration. Feel because I was going through something in my business and I'm like, I want to be in a different place in my business and why is it not happening for me? And you might feel the same way at your job. The circumstances of your job you feel is making you feel a certain way. But please believe me when I say it is not the circumstance, whether it be your job, your family, your kids, your husband. In my case, a business situation, it's not what's causing you the upset. It's your thoughts around it. And you can't choose your thoughts or elevate in your thoughts until you allow yourself to feel your feelings and let it not be a problem. But a lot of times we have been raised culturally, and it's not just here, a lot, many of us are taught to avoid feeling our emotions. Negative emotions, bad. Press it down, work it away, eat it away, drink it away, smoke it away, drink it away. Whatever your away behavior is for you, exercise it away. Whatever it is for you, people will do it to avoid feeling their feelings. And I just needed to allow myself to feel my feelings, let them not be a problem. And the moment I allowed myself to feel those feelings, which were expressed with a couple of good cries, and a lot of times people don't want to cry, right? But to me, having a good cry is like having a good emotional bowel movement. When you allow yourself, now for you, it might be finding somewhere on the beach where you can scream in the wind. Hey, for me, I live in New York City. I'm not near a beach. So screaming into the wind is not easily accessible to me. I can go to the river. But for me, just having a good cry is like having a good bowel movement emotionally, right? So I allow myself first to feel my feelings, allow them to vibrate through my body, and let it not be a problem, which then gives me the clarity to, number two, choose my thoughts, manage my mind by choosing my thoughts on purpose. Every thought that your beautiful human imperfect brain offers you, you don't have to accept. Now, maybe you know this, right? Maybe you know this. When I first heard it, it blew my mind because our brains are wonderful at making us think that what it is offering us in the way of thoughts is true. Did you know that just because you think it does not make it true? Did you know that as beautiful and wonderful as our brains are, it can present you lies? Lies. Lies. And you don't have to believe them. You can, once you have felt your emotions and kind of cleared, or at least you may not fully clear it away, but you can let it sit next to you in the passenger seat or let it sit behind you in the back and chill as you are in the driver's seat and in control. That's what I mean by not letting your emotions be a problem. Feel them for all they are. Honor them. Feel them. Ask them even if they want to leave or if they want to stay. Hey, it may sound woo woo to you, but hey, it works. And then choose your thoughts from more clarity. And feel free to challenge the thought. If you constantly struggle, like my thought that I constantly struggle with is feeling good enough or feeling inadequate, right? Well, then this is something that I have begun to get in that. Even now, I still have to get in the habit and stay in the habit of challenging that thought, in the sense that then you want to keep offering this thought to me of what I'm doing. Because it's not even so much that I'm necessarily not good enough, but what I'm doing is not good enough because I have this chronic illness and it affects how much I can do. I have to pace myself. So sometimes I feel like, yeah, if I didn't have a chronic illness, I could probably do more in my business. But we know that more isn't necessarily better. And with ones of us who are struggling with chronic illness, we have to be strategic in our movements. We have to pace ourselves. We have to think more and plan. Hence why I say be strategic, because we only have a limited amount of energy and we can get things done. We can do powerful things, but you got to be strategic about it and be flexible, right? But it's hard to choose those thoughts when you haven't felt your feelings and honored them and let them go through you. Because, see, this is the other thing. A lot of times, feeling those feelings, it's scarier the more you press them down. And like that beach ball that you keep pressing down, it always pops up at another time. They don't go away, they always come back. So, guess what? Take control. Let them not be a problem. Feel them, experience them, cry them out, scream them out. Not at someone else, but I had a colleague say they scream into the wind. They go to the beach and they scream into the wind. Perfect, right? Get it out in the way that works for you. I say breathe, feel it. Sometimes it will make you cry, but just get in touch with it and feel it. And then you have the clarity to choose your thoughts. Manage your mind by choosing your thoughts on purpose. So I come back to, if you're feeling frustration on your job, if you are feeling frustration because of your chronic illness and you're feeling like, it makes me emotional again, but it makes you feel like you're not getting as far as you would like, believe me, it's not true. You're doing all the right things. You got to go about it a little differently, but you're doing all the right things. And so I'm going to end it on this. If you are someone who, in this material resonates with you, this video resonates with you, and you feel you need support, that what I've just said to you is new to you, or maybe it's not, but you're looking for a coach, I can help you. I can help you learn these important tools. You don't have to continue to be frustrated and feel stuck and overwhelmed and burnout. You don't have to be stuck and overwhelmed and burnout that's exacerbated by a chronic illness. You don't have to stay there. You're not alone. I can help you. I can help you by giving you that support and helping you learn these important tools so that you can reclaim your life with positivity and joy. So, if you want to schedule a consult, please go to my website at JanefaPerkinsCoaching.com and get on my email list and let's schedule a consult. But also, it might be quicker for you to go to DM me on Instagram at the same Janefa Perkins Coaching. You can DM me. I'm very responsive, and let's get you started. Let's book your consult and get you started on recovering from burnout and reclaiming your life with positivity and joy, and helping you just see all the beautiful possibilities for yourself. Look forward to talking to you. Stay safe, stay well. We'll talk soon.